Hi everyone! So I don't normally do voiceovers for my journaling videos just because I personally don't like my voice that much, but also because my journaling videos tend to only be 5 minutes, so I just figured that it could just be an aesthetic kind of video. Anyway, so for my bullet journal, because I did my reading journal and this is my bullet journal, my daily life journal, I am doing a Studio Ghibli theme, and I got this inspiration from Amandarachlee. She actually posted this a couple days ago, and I thought that it was a really good idea because I love Studio Ghibli, and one of my favorite movies are Spirited Away and Kiki's Delivery Service. But for this spread, I mainly focus on Spirited Away just because it's my #1 favorite. I grew up watching it and it's my life. But anyway, so I decided to bring out my drawing abilities and draw Chihiro running to, I believe it's the train station. I haven't seen the movie in a very long time, but as you can see, I'm using watercolor, and this watercolor is from Michaels. Almost every single item that I'm using in this video is from Michaels other than the journal. The journal is an Archer and Olive journal, which is the sole reason why I decided to use watercolor, because I wanted to test the limits of the paper. And honestly, I'm pretty surprised at how well it held the watercolor. The classic bubbling that the paper usually did was obvious, but it wasn't that bad, and there was no pilling or anything, so I thought that it was really good paper. And I actually plan on using watercolor a lot more in my upcoming spreads. But yeah, so that's essentially all I have to say in this moment, and you can just enjoy this music, which I think is really soothing. And yeah. Hi, I'm back again. How are you? So I decided to layer Chihiro's hair because, as you can see here, it's very, very light brown, but I decided to layer it later on, so you'll see. And also another thing I have to say is that the lighting definitely changes because me, who makes a lot of mistakes and doesn't think anything through, I decided that I was going to film this at like 7 at night, where the sunrise was going down, so the lighting does change a little bit. Right now it's not that bad, but it will get a little more artificial, I guess you could say. But yeah, so that's all I have to say now, and just enjoy the rest of it. page, and I actually made a mistake here. Where the watercolor painting was supposed to be was going to go on the left, but I didn't think it through until I was halfway done, but it's fine and I'm working with it. So here I am drawing Totoro, and I love this little character. It's kind of like the Studio Ghibli logo, I guess you could say, and I think this little guy is so cute, and I had such a good time drawing this little guy. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's a guy, right? Girl? I don't know, I'm just gonna call it a little guy. And yeah, so I outline it, and then later you'll see that I outlined it with a mild liner highlighter in blue, and you can't really tell on camera, but in person it's a lot more noticeable, and I'm really glad that I did that. And yeah, so that's Totoro, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that little guy. Okay, so this part might just be my favorite that I've done, and if you've seen the beginning of Spirited Away, you see Chihiro in the car, and she has a note that her friends have given to her. I believe it's her friends, and I am essentially drawing the card that they give her, and honestly I have no idea what it says because I can't read Japanese, I believe that it is, but I really tried my best to mimic the writing, and hopefully I didn't screw it up, but it looks pretty close and similar to the card, and yeah, I'm just really proud of the card. I really had to say that. So this next page isn't my favorite. I didn't necessarily plan it out, but I didn't want to have only 2 pages. But because this journal is quite expensive, I didn't want to waste any paper and set up some weekly stuff for me not to fill it out. So I was trying to maximize space here and add my playlist and my goals, which is what I've been adding to my bullet journal a lot lately. And not a lot has been going on in my life to really have a weekly set, so I think that this is useful for me, but not necessarily pleasing to the eye, I guess you could say. But yeah, so as I said, it's not my favorite, but it looks nice enough. The main part was basically the watercolor and the setup for the month. But yeah, I'm proud of it, and that's basically my journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you want to see more. I will leave the links down below for my other journal videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!